Hey guys, it's Morna, and in this video we're going to see if we can figure out when is the concept form follows function useful for us as designers when we're developing the form of a product. So if that sounds of interest, stick around. The definition that I use for that statement is, how does the form of an object show its purpose in a way that's clear? And the reason why that is important is I think it's good design. I should also mention that I have 2 other videos on this topic, so if you want more information, go check those out. So this concept is useful when we're thinking about how our product needs to physically function, as opposed to like virtually function or digitally function or something like that. So let's look at an example. This is a sunglass case. It comes with, if you buy like ICI Berlin sunglasses, and it's kind of an interesting design. There's a number of different things going on with this sunglass case where the form really does show its purpose. So overall, this form is a cylinder, and if we open it up, it has a nice space in the middle to store your sunglasses. And they've taken advantage of the fact that it is a cylinder and chosen to use threads as a way of locking the lid onto the kind of main case. What is really nice is that the threads are, even though they're 3D form, they look like lines, and they look like lines that are kind of spiraling through space. So visually these lines kind of mimic the kind of rotating motion of the cap. And of course this is also highlighted by the fact that this material is clear, so you can really see what is happening, you know, when you rotate the cap, which I think makes this product like really easy to understand in terms of like how do you put the cap on, but then understand exactly how it's working. Well, lines want to behave in certain ways visually. And one thing about lines is that they are directional. So like a good example is walk in a line and you will be walking in a direction. Another thing about lines is that they can show movement. So these 2 things are really working together in this design. So they're kind of showing you the motion that's needed to put this lid on the case. Based on my other form follows function videos, I've gotten the feedback where people worry that the function is at the expense of like other things like beauty. I don't think that you need to choose one over the other. I do think that functionality is one of the most important things to start with, because if your product does not function, it is not a very good product, or it's not even a product at all. It's a piece of art. So that's like one of the key places to start. Is how your form is used in its environment, where where it's used and where it's stored. In the case of a cylinder, how they've dealt with that in the form is, they've added this kind of hex form to the end. When the lid is on and the whole thing is on a flat surface, it does not roll around. The third thing to think about when you are thinking about the form is how a person interacts with your form. And with this example, what's nice is that this hex form, not only does it, or make sure that the cylinder does not like roll off a table, it also like visually, you can see that there's something going on this end, and it actually provides a little bit of a grip. The form actually reminds me of like a knob or something like that, where, you know, you can imagine that this is actually where you hold on to it. And so it actually provides a little bit better grip than just, you know, a cylindrical shape. And this is pretty easy to put on. It is a little bit sticky, so having that little extra bit of grip around here and showing you that that's where you put your hands is also quite nice too. So in making this video, I had a number of thoughts on this topic that did not make it into this video. One of them being there's kind of like one condition that really determines like how far you can go, how much freedom you have in your form development. And this one condition, even though I didn't get to in this video, I thought that if you are someone who's interested and want to know more about this, then leave me a comment down below, let me know. And if there's enough people, then I'll make that video. So if you've enjoyed this video, I always appreciate when you like the video or leave me a comment, ask me questions, happy to answer them, and we'll see you guys next time.